Hi guys! I have a kind of tutorial get ready with me type thing I want to do today. I realized the other day that I have a bunch of Tarte stuff and they've kind of been creeping up slowly as potentially a favorite brand. And I thought I would do a Tarte heavy product type look. So let's get into it. And I won't be very excited if I actually finally have like a favorite brand. I've gone back and forth being like, oh, I love Urban Decay, but I don't have any Urban Decay foundations or anything like that. But I have a Tarte foundation, I have a Tarte blush, I have a Tarte lipstick, I have I have four Tarte eyeshadow palettes, got a highlight in one, I like their mascara, so we're gonna put them on my face. Which is gonna be a little weird because I'm not sure how well the lipstick that I want to use and the blush that I have are gonna go together. Like, they look kind of the same, but this is slightly warmer and this is a little cooler. We'll find out. Okay, I do not have any of their primers yet, so we will not be using their primers. Not that their primers aren't good, I just don't happen to have any. So, step one, not a Tarte product. We're going to use the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eyeshadow Primer and start getting stuff on my face. That would be if it would come out of the little squeezy tube. Are you guys like that? Where you kind of realize after you have a bunch of the stuff that you're like, oh, I trust this guy's quality. I maybe super love this brand. Or do you like go out and get a whole line and then realize as you're going through it? That doesn't make sense. I don't know. I never understood everybody being like, oh, this is my favorite brand. Because I didn't realize I had one of those. And then we're going to use for my face, we're going to use the Korres Pomegranate Mattifying Primer. I don't drop it. I am super excited if I finally have like a decently big line that I like. All of it. Because like some of the ones that I knew I really like I love ColourPop stuff, but they don't have foundation or mascara or anything like that yet. Makeup Geek, I really like most of their stuff, but again, they don't have a full range yet. And I haven't really played around with Urban Decay face products. Yeah. I know a bunch of the Tarte foundations, or not Tarte, a bunch of the Too Faced foundations don't work for my skin because they're made for, or at least they're not made for my kind of oily skin. I also don't have the Tarte powder, but I think we'll be fine. It's just a mattifying primer. Mattifying powder. So I'm just going to put the NYX HD finishing powder in translucent on my face. Let's do a thing. Getting into the first thing. Oh, that's going to be a problem. I was already playing with the lipstick, so that's on my hand, and that's where I normally put the foundation. But I'm going to be going in with the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, and I believe mine is in, like, Light Honey. That looks right. It's, like, in a dark print over the actual dark packaging, and it's worn off. But I really like this, and you might also like it if you have oily skin. This stuff stays pretty matte on me. So I just have some on my hand, and I'm going to pick it up on the Beauty Blender. Oh, that's a lot. Oh. And just start bouncing it into my skin. So that wasn't quite enough for that section. And I do really like the texture and the finish it leaves. And it does tend to stay very matte throughout the day. And it's showing up a lot lighter on camera, but yeah. In person it looks like it's my shade, I promise. And it does basically dry down on its own. It doesn't have to be set necessarily with anything else. I'm going to still powder over it. It's a bit thick, so I'm not sure if I would suggest using this with a brush unless you're very good at brushes. But I found out that putting it with the Beauty Blender it kind of takes down the coverage to more of a medium as opposed to a bit of an aggressive full coverage. And I get under my little hair thing. It just gives, at least on my skin, a very nice even coverage type situation. So like, I can still see a couple of red spots, which I don't mind. And it doesn't feel heavy. It just feels like I've, you know, got medium foundation on my face. But yeah, I really like it. I might have to experiment with like the BB creams and stuff. And it does have SPF 15, which is not enough for me, but this is not what I'd be wearing if I was going out into the sun for like the whole day. Because I have needs, sunscreen needs, that this does not handle. They might do a sunscreen though. I'll have to look at that. I'm just taking some more of that NYX HD powder under my eyes. I don't tend to have fallout with their shadows, but it's just habit at this point. In case something falls down onto my face, it's not going to stick as much into my foundation. So then we're going into eyeshadow. So I gotta put primer on. I've heard really good things about their, I think it's called like the Smooth Operator matte powder that they have. I might have to try that out next, because I'm getting low on some of my powders. Because I use a lot, because my skin is oily. Okay, now we have to figure out eyeshadow. I didn't have a plan for this. So I have the original Tartelette, which is all matte. I have the Tarteist Pro, which is mostly matte. I've got the Rainforst of the Sea Volume 3 and the Make Believe in Yourself palette. So I don't know where we're starting yet. I also don't know what colors I want to go for. I didn't necessarily think this out. Too late. Well, just out of habit, we're going to go in with a matte color, matte white. So we're going to take Classic out of the Tarteist Pro palette. Just get that kind of crease up to brow bone on my eye. Also, at least the matte shadows are like chocolatey vanilla scented. And I like that. Uh-oh, I have to make a decision now. Sorry, my hair is everywhere. What do I want? Also, what is going to go well with the only blush and lipstick I have from them. So I'm just going to open everything up and look at them. I might use Myth from the Make Believe in Yourself palette. That might be a good creasy transition shade. Let's see. That's nice. Very neutral. Okay, we'll even that up on the other side. This is just a NYX blending brush. This is what I tend to use for my crease all the time. And I sometimes forget to say so. Okay, so that is the beginning of maybe something. Like, I would love to do like a mauve-y peach one, but I don't think I have enough peach, not peach, pink tones in my palettes. Maybe. Let's take, that's kind of the same color though. Let's take Chic from the Dipbrow palette and see if that deepens up a little bit. So I really like their, well, both. I like their eyeshadow formula in general. The mattes, at least on me, blend out really nicely and show up really well. But they don't get patchy, like they blend out pretty smoothly. And they have kick up in the pan, like there will be powder left, you know, messing around in the pan that's now loose, but it doesn't tend to fall out onto the rest of my face, which is important to me. Okay, and I think I want to put just a little bit of Natural Beauty out of the Tarte lip palette in there as well, to see if we can add a little bit of purple to the pinky brown. I'm not sure it's doing anything because these are all pretty much the same depth. But I think it'll be helpful. Okay, that's looking nice. I'm sorry that I just used 3 palettes just to get my crease done. That's not helpful for you if you only have 1 or 2. Or none of them. So I'm going to take Myth on a Luxie 231 and start working on my lower lash line. So I don't know if you guys have noticed it in my other tutorials, but I like to basically do whatever I did in my crease on my lower lash line to tie it into one cohesive look, unless I have like a specific color I want to put just on the lower lash line. So put that over there, and then we go in with Chic. And then Natural Beauty. This is apparently a very complicated look. Okay, so now I have to decide what we're doing on the outer corner. I don't know. I kind of want to put Drama, that one, from the Tarteist Pro. Let's see what happens. So we're picking that on the same Luxie brush. We're just going to just lightly start adding that on the outer corner. And running that into the lower part of the crease. It's kind of light though. I don't think that's giving me the depth that I want yet. So we're gonna move into Mod, not Mod, and place that. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, on the outer third of my lid, and then run the extra into the bottom of my crease. Okay, that looks nice. Then I'm gonna just run over it with my NYX blending brush to make sure everything's looking nice. I think this will actually work with what I wanted to do with the rest of my eye. I had a specific craving to put Heat Wave on my lid, and it's like one of the few pinky shimmer colors I have from them. Which means I'm not necessarily prepared for the rest of the eye to go with it. So I'm going to take this Sephora Pro Smoky Liner, and I'm going to run Drama and then Mod on the outer section of my lower lash line. Yeah, that works. Okay, that's nice. And then I'm going to take, I lost it. I had you, there you are. My little Ulta packing brush, and I'm going to take Heat Wave out of the Rainforst of the Sea Volume 3 and put that on the center lid section. Yeah, that looks really nice, because Tarte is awesome. They're really good for earth tones and more neutral makeup, which is nice, but also I kind of wish they would get into bright colors, because I like bright colors and I feel like this formula would go really well as bright colors. I'm just gonna take whatever's left over on that Luxie brush and blend the edges in, so the transition to shimmer to matte is a little softer. But yeah, like that looks, I really like that. And then I'm going to take a little Morphe G18 brush, and let's see, let's put Escape. Let's put Escape in my, as my inner corner highlight. A little bit of eye booger. I really like their formula for eyeshadow. Okay, it looks like we're done there. Oh, I can put I don't have any eyeliners from them, so I'm gonna use ColourPop Honey Dude for my waterline. But I'm sure they make probably pretty good eyeliners. I know people like the pot gel ones. I just don't do those kind of liners very often. But I probably should check them out, because based on how well the rest of their products are working for me, I'm guessing I will probably like those as well. Alright, let's start closing down some palettes. And let's do the powder on top of my face. And I think we're just going to go in with the NYX HD powder again. And just run that across my skin. It looks like I'm putting a bunch on, but it's just that I'm not getting very much on my brush because of how close to dead this pan is. Okay, so then let's go in with blush. Now I have their 12-hour Amazonian Clay blush in Exposed, which I actually had to repress. I think this is their older formula, which was a bit stiffer. And I could get it on my skin, it just took a little bit more work, whereas repressing it, it's now a bit softer pressed, and I don't have to take as much time getting it on my face. But I have heard a lot of really good things about how their formula has improved. So we're just going to pick that up on a Luxie 514 brush and pop that on my cheekbones. This is one of their most popular blushes, I believe, because it's just a really nice medium mauve. Okay, now I'm just getting excited and putting a bunch on my face. I was thinking I could do it in like the little hand mirror. I can't. I need a regular sized mirror. Do the other side. It just blends into your skin really nicely. I like it. Especially now that I repressed it, so I don't have to work as hard to get my blush on. And then I don't have any of their single highlighters, but I do have the highlighter in the middle of their Make Believe in Yourself palette, which has a really nice pinky shift, so I'm going to put that on my face with a Real Techniques setting brush. Oh, that's so nice. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see it, but it's really subtle. It's not accentuating my texture. I am just realizing that I generally put my brows on before my highlight, but we're already putting it on, so it'll be fine. Yeah, you guys can see it a little bit there. It's a more of a natural highlight formula than like the Anastasia at Beverly Hills, but it's still very much there when you look for it. So we should do my brows before I get too carried away and do not do them. I know they have some very popular brow stuff. I don't have that. I have the Anastasia Dipbrow, which will take me so long to go through, but eventually I will try their brow stuff. So I'm going to pick that up on a liner brush and start getting my brows on. want to say they have a brow powder and a pomade, but I don't know. I try not to have too many brow things running at the same time. So I'll pick one, and as long as it's not horrible, that's what I'll use until it's gone. So we're gonna have this Dipbrow for a while, because it's not horrible. I think I picked a pretty good color for my face. Okay, we'll do the other brow. Yeah, if you have a favorite Tarte brow product, comment it down below so I know what to start looking for when I eventually look for brows again. I'm sure it's super entertaining to watch you guys look at my brows. Are you fascinated? Are you judging me because I don't do any of the fancy concealer carved out Instagram brows? Probably. Do a little bit more and do the tail. He's not cooperating today. It's fine. It's just an eyebrow. Okay, so getting down to the last of the Tarte things that I have. I very much like their Tarteist Lash paint, so we're gonna go into mascara now. I don't know if they have a mascara primer or not. I am a little stuck on my Benefit one, so we're going to be using the Benefit They're Real lash primer. If they have a lash primer that you like, let me know. Ooh, I've got one sticky uppy hair. I am a child. Alright, let's get our mascara on. I just realized I like both of their mascaras I've tried. I'm going to use the Tarteist Lash Paint today, but I've also tried their Lights Camera Lashes, and I liked that enough to buy a full size at one point and go through it. Yeah, how do you guys know when you found your favorite makeup brand? Let me know down below what your process is, because I just kind of realized I had a bunch of stuff from one brand and I loved all of it, and I have enough stuff to have like full lines of face products and primers and brows and mascara and eyeshadow and all the things, so I can do basically a whole face from one company, products that I really like. So I have the Tarteist Lash Paint mascara. I could get it open. There we go. Now, I keep buying the travel size of this because it keeps being like a point perk on Sephora. But eventually, once I've killed more of my sample mascaras, this guy's gonna be one of my go-to full-size mascaras. I really like how spiky the wand is. It really helps on clumps because it will rip them apart with its spiky wand. But I in general tend to like the more plastic spiky wands than like the fluffy natural bristle mascara wands. I just find this mascara just, it darkens and separates my lashes, and that is a lot of what I want. Every once in a while I think I want long lashes, and then something gives me that and I'm like, oh my god, what's on my face? I really just want like a little extra at the edges of my eyes. Okay, so that's most of my face on. We do have one lipstick, and this is their lip paint in Rosé. So let's put that on my lips. So, that's my face. And I have worn this around before. It's very nice. It does dry down to pretty much matte, but it's very comfortable and it reapplies really nicely. So overall, I like this brand so far. I like it a lot. It's probably one of my favorite brands. And I'm just gonna keep throwing my money at them. They're very good for like work appropriate makeup. This is what most people would be comfortable wearing to work, but my work doesn't have a dress code, so I wear some weird stuff. But if you're looking for just soft enhancement of things you already have, or like a more neutral look or earth tones, they've got a lot, and I'm good with that. So thanks for watching. Let me know what your favorite brands are below. If you have some stuff you'd want me to Grail products, that one, Holy Grail products. And thanks for watching. See you guys later.